In 2025, China was buying more than 80% of the oil Iran exported. Not some of it, more than 80%. And not at market price either. Because Iran is under US sanctions, China could buy it at massive discount. 1.38 million barrels every single day. That is cheap. That is cheap fuel for Chinese factories. Cheap fuel for the Chinese military. Cheap fuel for China's entire economy, growing faster than America's. Now, here is what the news is not connecting for you. In January 2026, 1 month before the Iranian operation, the United States toppled the government of Venezuela. And you may be asking yourself, what was Venezuela doing? Venezuela was selling discounted oil to China. Now, there are two countries, two regimes, 2 months apart, and both are selling cheap oil to China. That is not a coincidence. It is a strategy. An economist at the Center for Information Defense and Strategies said this publicly, not in a conspiracy blog, in a policy analysis. The objective is to choke out the primary source of cheap oil to China. And think tanks in Washington are already writing papers saying the US should block Chinese companies from investing in Iran's oil sector after the regime change. They are writing it down in published papers. At what point does it stop being a theory? Because here is the part nobody is saying on television. A China with cheap and reliable oil is a China that can run its military. A China that can fuel its tanks and jets is a China that can invade Taiwan. So cutting off Iran's oil supply to China is not just about the Middle East. It's about slowing China down before the real showdown in the Pacific. The official reason: nuclear weapons and human rights. The real reason: who controls China's energy supply? Ask yourself this: if Iran was selling its oil in dollars to US allies, would anyone be getting liberated right now? I doubt it.